My dear child, hello. I am your real mother. I am writing this letter while you are still growing inside of my womb. You are one active little thing. The reason why I am writing this letter is to explain a few questions I know you may have, and for myself to feel a little better about what I am doing too. First of all, I want you to understand something. Uh, if there had been any plausible way on this earth that I could have kept you, I would have. I love you with all of my heart and wanted you to have a better childhood life than I had for myself. The parents you have received are good ones, I'm sure. I helped pick them out. They can give you the life I cannot. You see, as I sit here writing this letter, I am myself but a child. I am only 15. I have no means of financial support and am not emotionally stable enough to take care of myself, let alone a child. But in a way, my case is much different. I do not live with my real parents. I am in what is called a foster home. I am a ward of the state. This means that the state now has custody of me until I am 18. This is because of what happened between your real grandparents a great many years ago. Someday we meet, I will indeed explain. The state, my guardians, would have taken you from me anyway, and you too would have become a ward of the state. This would have been very hard on the both of us because they would have placed you in a different foster home than myself. You, in fact, would have been placed in many different foster homes because you would have been an infant, and infants become attached easily. I would have only been allowed to see you once a week or once every 2 weeks for 2 hours. I know you may think it would have only been for 3 years until I was 18, but the state does not work that way. By that time, I would have had to acquired a job, a home or apartment, a car, and they would have to be convinced I could indeed take care of you. That is hard to manage at 25, let alone 18, but it means more than that. It means that I would have risked losing you to the state and chancing you to be kicked around from home to home. I could not bear to think about that. I wanted you to have something I never had. Stability, a mother and father. That may be another question you have. Who is my real father? Well, I don't know. And don't get me wrong, I am not a tramp. I don't sleep around. This may be the hardest thing I ever have to tell you, but I was raped. It never made me love you any less. I love all children because all children are innocent. But I especially loved you because you were a part of me. Your father may not have been a bad man, a sadistic killer, or even a rapist. He may have indeed just been angry. He just went about releasing his anger in the wrong way. This makes you a lot more special because it was not your fault. It was not my fault, and wasn't your father's fault that he was angry. Know this, I love you, and if he knew you existed, he would love you too. I would never call you an accident or a mistake. I would call you a gift from God. This has been the most painful thing I've ever had to do, and it's been very hard for me as a child to make an adult decision. But I loved you very, very much, and I did it for you. Love, your mother and friend, Christy Napier.